This virtual reality experience is brought to you by a nonprofit dedicated to using innovative multimedia platforms to educate society about consequential problems and, more importantly, provide concrete suggestions for how to get involved. As a collective voice of beautiful minds, we are working hard to alleviate crises, strengthen human rights, and facilitate healthy development in children. Maybe we'll meet you one day as a volunteer or a donor. Thank you for watching. We hope this experience inspires you to join us in action.
How's that? Fine. The things that I thought were never going to happen to me happened all in one night. I never thought I would have a blackout drunk. I never thought I would be homeless, mentally insane, walking around a city, talking to myself, trying to find food on the ground to eat, trying to look for a place in the ground with something I could put over me so people wouldn't attack me. I never thought any of that was going to be my reality. And all happened one night.
Thanks for doing that.
Tell your story.
Oh, alright. Well, which story? Once upon a time, there was a 14-year-old boy. And one day, his father, his hero, found sudden death, and the boy was left. He became quite troubled. His mother, not knowing really what to do with him, I guess, she hired 2 people to come in the night and kidnap him and bring him to a prison camp in Mexico. The boy stayed there for 2 years. While he was there, he experienced violence, emotional torment, unsurmountable grief, extraordinary sadness. 2 years later, he returned to the United States. And he found himself homeless at the age of 16, and he lived that way for 8 years. And that little boy was me. When I was a kid, I don't remember ever thinking about where adults came from or how they came to be the way they are. I certainly didn't realize then that grown-ups were just like me. Now that I'm all grown up myself, I understand. I mean, I still feel exactly like a child, just one that's been alive for 30 years. What I can't seem to wrap my head around, though, is how one kid can grow almost casually into the responsibilities of adulthood, while another kid severely struggles. I mean, didn't we all take the same dose a few decades of time? To be honest, it was pretty much sheer luck, me being one of the few fortunates to escape this vicious desperation. It's true, but I haven't forgotten that. I decided to take a week and go back to living on the streets to see what I could learn about today's homeless situation in LA.
Everyone has their own story, and there's different scenarios. You know, some people came from a rough upbringing.
I've been homeless 38 years.
38 years? What's the hardest thing about it for you?
My mom put me out.
Yeah. How old were you when she did that?
14. Yeah.
It may seem crazy. It doesn't sound logical. I don't get it either. I don't get why I'm still trying to go deeper into this homelessness thing.
I stay down here because I've been down here since 01.
01. Wow, that's like
17 years.
My dad lives in Ohio. My mom was in Baltimore still. They were separated when I was 16. And I ended up,
You know, I was kicked out when I was 16.
All I had when I left was me and the two things I believe in the most, and that was God and country.
One thing was the same in everyone is that no one knew how to get out of it. Everyone got stuck, or they ended up in jail, or ended up drowning in alcohol, trying to figure it out.
What's your favorite thing to do?
I thought water skiing or fucking jet skiing.
Yeah?
You ever seen anything at Waterworld?
Yeah, I did. That movie's awesome.
Enjoy jet skiing, I mean?
When's the last time you've been water skiing?
It's been like 25 years.
25 years?
Well, you know, go to the bars where they serve drinks, but I don't really drink no more, but I do like to dance.
Yeah? What kind of music you like to dance to?
Ah, hey, baby, I know you're wondering.
Like some soul kind of music?
I like traveling.
Yeah?
Yeah, just getting around, going and doing stuff. Meeting people, playing music, drinking beer.
What do you play?
Guitar.
Oh, cool.
Like everyone else. A little bit of banjo, but no good.
Where have you been? How'd you get there?
Well, it's easier to say where I haven't been. I haven't been to 4 of the 10 provinces of Canada. I've been all in Mexico, all 31 states, and I haven't been to Hawaii everywhere else.
Holy shit.
That's it.
How do you get around?
Freight trains, hitchhiking, buses, airplanes, ferries. Normal ways.
Yeah.
I used to like rescue animals while I was traveling around because I just find them so much. I've had a hedgehog. I've had almost every dog, really. I've had a rabbit. I've had a squirrel. Raccoon. Rats. They're all really good pets. I was semi-pro on skateboarding too.
Oh, really?
I did vert.
Oh, that's cool.
I ended up fracturing a bone in my foot, so I didn't continue on with that. I'd like to do that again, though. That was a lot of fun.
No, I go in the ocean. I swim, you know, in the summer, during the summer season. And you got the lifeguards and everything else down there. They know me for decades.
Yeah.
And the ocean doesn't care if I'm missing a foot. I mean, why if it doesn't care, why should I?
Did like 3 years of college, studied 3 years of physics. Thought I wanted to be an architectural engineer. Started doing programming and networking. And I didn't really know what I wanted.
Bowling.
Bowling? You good at it?
I get about 150 to 200 sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
I really like art a lot. Art meaning dance or people that sing or paint.
Sports, tennis, and basketball, and football, and baseball.
Oh, yeah? That's cool, man. You like sports a lot?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have kids and stuff you play sports with sometimes?
I got no kids.
No kids? What about siblings?
What's siblings?
Like brothers and sisters and stuff?
They died a long time ago. I'm by myself.
People don't look at me, or I don't look at them in the eye, because when I do, it's either like a lot of sympathy, you know, like, oh, that poor person, like, what's wrong with that person? Or it's just complete disgust and anger, like, another one of these, like, you know, I bet he's gonna ask me for money. I haven't asked anyone for money, I just don't want to. I haven't eaten in 3 days, and I feel weak. I'm not even hungry anymore. I thought hunger would inspire me to start sponging, but it hasn't. Now I'm just weak and tired. I'm not even hungry. And this experience has just been really rough. Muscle popped and snapped. I felt it. I felt it before. Like, man, my leg feels sore. And then the next minute, snap. I felt the snap. And I'm worried that's going to happen with my mind. My mind just hurts. You know, the amount of sadness I feel for the people who aren't going to get help. Could I see your hand?
It's so bad, I can't even look at it. And
Do you mind if I look at it? I mean,
you can see it quickly. It's just really bad. It's gross. I can't even wash it because it hurts so bad.
Yeah. Oh man, and then you got that ring on there too.
Yeah, I put a piece of ginger on the bottom,
oh my God.
right there because it's all infected. But yeah, it's completely swollen and raw, and it's bad.
That's really bad.
It's horrible.
Can I see it one more time? Sorry.
Yeah.
I won't touch it.
Like there's blood at the tip of the fingernail.
Yeah.
See right there? There's blood at the surface.
So that ring, it can't come off, huh?
Oh, not until the swelling goes down.
Yeah, man.
And the only way that I could get it off is with some type of an electrical device, somebody soldering it off or something. And it's so swollen, I can barely touch it on a cloth.
Yeah.
Let alone let somebody solder it off or chop it off.
I ran into Eric for a second time. This time, though, he was in far worse condition. Nobody comes and helps with medical, food, nothing. Crazy people could just drive by and not help you. Why is it that we don't take the time to help out those who have fallen so hard? After only 5 days of being back on the street, I already felt so alone, ultimately discouraged by the human race. At the thought of having to live like this day after day, I felt that old feeling of just not wanting to be around, feeling of wanting to die. How ironic to be all alone in a population of so many people. Fear and paranoia, physical pain, internal dialogue, sleep deprivation, loneliness, hygiene, lack of human connection. How could these things not affect outward behavior? Of course they do. This affects my outward behavior.
Layla, what are you gonna be when you grow up?
I don't know where my kids will find themselves all grown up. I don't have any idea what circumstances will craft them through age. But I figure if I do my best to become a bridge of opportunity for not just my kids, but all kids, and help them wherever I can, then perhaps we can avoid leaving these kids behind as the generations before us have left theirs. Maybe through kindness we can guide each other home.
And we are all bright, and we can all soar far past boundary, content that less is more. Birds of the same flight, heading into the sun, shape-shifting all the days until we are all one.